Oh, you put it on, Charles? Why is it on my baby's face?
Delores, it's the baby ain't real. I'm not.
This is supposed to be practice.
I'm just moving.
We need lessons. Help. What's up, Flourishing fam? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Flourish with Delores, where flourishing is about progress and not perfection, honey. If you watch, I don't know which one's coming out first, but I just finished shooting our hospital bag video, and today I'm going to do like a get unready with me while I show you what skincare products I've been using that are pregnancy safe. And I want to do a little flashback. There was a day where Charles and I were testing out our little bassinet. Actually, you can see the bassinet right over there. And we're trying out like how to put on the diaper, how to swaddle. So I'll insert that in there too. So let's get unready. I'll show you what I've been using, and then I will also give you guys an update on how I ended up changing my maternity leave date. So this video is pretty much a mix of a bunch of stuff. So let's get right into it. All right, so I just took off my earrings. I'm about to wipe my makeup off and hop in the shower. When I get out the shower, I'm gonna use this toner. So I ended up getting a nice clean toner, which is basically just witch hazel. It's this Dickerson toner. So that's what I'll start with once I cleanse my face with Tula. I go between Tula and Tatcha products for a lot of my clean skincare. Mostly the things that I swapped out was anything with like retinol, sunscreen, which I talk about a lot, that's chemical sunscreen. Now I can only use mineral sunscreen. These two have helped me so much because I feel like my skin was getting so bad during my pregnancy because I was really just using like 2 or 3 products a day because I was afraid to use anything. But Hatch sent me this Brighten Up retinol alternative serum and this Ultimate Glow oil. So that's been so nice to have like something special to put on my face on top of just keeping it basic, because I was just cleanser, toner, lotion. I'm calling it a day. I also have this Pharmacy is another good clean brand. This Pharmacy Honey Halo moisturizer that I would go in with after, and this Tatcha Dewy skin cream. For the day, I do the cleanser, my toner, a vitamin C, like my Sunday Riley vitamin C or my Tula vitamin C, and then I put on the Hatch sunscreen or Dr. Dennis Gross sunscreen. The only thing that sucks about like mineral sunscreen is it's gonna leave a white cast. The chemical ones, it has oxytocin, something, I forget what it's called, but it goes into your bloodstream and it's not safe for baby. But that's usually what helps it not have a white cast. So I love Supergoop for that reason. But I either use Supergoop's mineral sunscreen, Dr. Dennis Gross mineral sunscreen, and lately I've been using Hatch's mineral sunscreen. But anyway, let's get undone, and while we get undone, I will flash back actually to when me and Charles were putting together the bassinet and stuff, so you guys could see that, a little kiki, and then come back. I'm gonna take a shower, and we're actually gonna do a face mask today too, especially because I wore makeup. This is Tatcha's Violet C Radiance face mask, which to me I feel like has helped with keeping my skin as bright as possible, especially because melasma is real. During pregnancy I ended up getting melasma, my armpits, my neck, a little on my face, but my hips. So yeah, anyway, so check out that little clip and then come back. Nursery update. We are practicing with our Snoop, my little AKA bear. Put it in a sack, and Charles is getting the rest of the stuff. That's how things are pretty much looking the same.
Aren't these the clips? Isn't that the clips? What is this?
It looks like it's something that's supposed to go slide onto her.
Oh, here.
So this one just didn't come with the wings?
Oh, well, this one has wings.
Oh, it's in back. Oh.
Maybe that's just like just a wrap in it, and then you put them in this extra one.
I don't know, that's 2 outfits. It goes by the size of their, like this is a medium. What's that?
Large.
Yeah. It's not gonna be, we gotta figure out what other sizes do we have? She's gonna be a large right away.
Yeah, they just
you
put it
tried
in
putting
the
him in it. I mean, her in it.
What?
Try putting, you didn't try. Maybe a little later. What the hell?
Oh, you know you
I
got.
guess we gotta look at how the diaper was constructed in the other one.
You got the camera on moment.
This is memories.
Yep.
Let me check on the food. No.
What do you mean no?
This is the, no.
What do you mean no? I filmed myself.
This is a diaper, but why is his hands in his diaper?
No, it's the hands of what you mean. The hands of. Well, no, the hands are like right here.
I don't know. Maybe you're right.
Because
I
it's
think
a small.
That's a diaper.
It's a.
I think their head, because look, now the baby can't breathe.
I know, but this is a
To
very.
sit up. The arms aren't. This is for its legs.
Okay.
I think.
I think
You
the way
gotta look it up.
I think the way I had it was right.
This is like its pants.
I got it.
Then put your feet and then your arms.
Oh.
I believe.
Okay.
You should probably look it up to be sure, but I'm pretty sure their hands aren't supposed to be in their pants.
Listen. Okay, that's probably better. All right, fine. Okay.
Yeah, good job. That was in many directions, in certain directions. Yeah, this one. It says feet closest to the power button. Where's the power button? Did I put it backwards? Well, where's the power button? Oh, here. Okay, so her feet are close to the power button. Ooh. Oh, this white noise must be good to this. Yay!
What's happening?
That's the thing. It's gonna rock it at night for us. He's doing our jobs, keeping all peace. Isn't this a nice, peaceful sleep? You know this peaceful. Dr. Farmer didn't want to purchase this, but I'm glad we did because I'm already at peace.
You don't even.
Charles, it's not relaxing you? You don't think this would have relaxed a baby so they're just sleeping in a still bassinet? Where they roll around and stuff? This got it nice and secure. It's nice and tight so it won't jitter at night and wake up. It's gonna give us an extra hour or two of sleep.
That's for y'all two that need something to put you down. Me, I just need silence.
So does it just stop on its own or just... It's supposed to, like, when it senses it's waking up, it's supposed to start rocking again. Why is it going on fast with my baby?
So I pressed the out button.
The who?
The out button.
Oh, I'm already making my baby dizzy. I'm so glad we tried this with a doll before there was actually a child in here. I guess if the baby's crying too much, like... So this is it.
Yeah.
So how do I make sure I have the same sign in as you? Help me, because you've done this before.
To swaddle?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm terrible.
Oh, Jesus. I have the numbers.
Oh my God! You know we on YouTube. Then.
No, baby, it has the directions. That's why I don't want to throw out the box till we try it. And there's some paper in there as well.
Oh, they have numbers. Okay.
Oh, good. So even when I throw it out, there's still the number. But I don't see numbers on here.
Yeah. I guess there are no numbers, but I guess you just figured it out. Okay, here we go. All right.
But would we be doing it in this little thing?
Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah. What would we do it in? I guess the bed.
Yeah. Go.
So I need a birthday class.
No.
Oh, you put it on, Charles. Why is it on my baby's face?
Delores, it's the baby ain't real. I'm not.
This is supposed to be practice.
I'm just moving. Fold it right here.
I'll just put it in this snip thing. How did you know what was 1, 2, or you just made it up?
Yeah. No.
This swaddle thing looks so light. This was from Amazon, their gift basket. It was in their gift basket. So, this has the directions. Oh, sorry. But you're doing a good job. Can't try. That's an easy 1, 2, 3. I mean, we got directions right here.
That's good. I think that's good. I think.
But it's not gonna come out.
Whatever.
Let me see, babe.
That's good. That's solid right there.
We need lessons, help. So I have this simple, or I use CeraVe's cleansing wipes. Oh, let me show you what I also use to wash off makeup. It's Pharmacy Green Clean. This like melts the makeup off my face, which is so nice. I use that. But I hope you guys enjoyed that little clip. I just thought it was funny, and I couldn't figure out what video to put it in. It was originally gonna be in like the nursery video, nursery reveal video, but that's probably just getting too long, or I don't know, I just didn't really feel like I had a place there. So I just plopped it in here. We are getting undone. But I wanted to tell you guys how originally, so I'm 37 weeks pregnant. If you don't know, you're usually pregnant for 40 weeks. Some women go over about, you know, a few days, and some women come earlier, like the baby comes earlier. Once you get to 37 weeks though, you're considered full-time. It used to be 36, but I've been hearing more and more 37 is when you really know like the baby's lungs are mature and okay to go. So I was planning on working up until the baby was due. I was just gonna keep working because I'm like, I have an office job, I'll be fine. And then I decided, like, you know what, let me be easy on myself. Let me still work, but go remote my last 2 weeks until I hit my due date and just work remotely. But we had a snow day and I worked remotely, and I was so, like, when you're working remotely, you're still working, you know. I wasn't having to physically drive, which has become like a challenge, but when you're working remotely, one second, so when you work remotely, it you know, you're still working. So I was in meetings that whole day, really busy, and then by the time the work day finished, I was way too tired to do anything in the nursery, like anything to kind of like start prepping. And you know, I started really having like an urge to be nesting and getting ready for the baby. You know, as you get closer, you don't know, like, is your child gonna come early and or not. So that was the first indicator that I needed to move up my maternity leave date. The other indicator was one day I was driving to work and I was in traffic for an hour and a half. My commute's already kind of long. It typically takes 45 minutes on a good day, an hour on a not so great day, but this day it took me an hour and a half. And one of the highways that I drive on, for a good 15 minutes, there are the exits are several miles apart. So I was sitting in traffic, the next exit was like nowhere in sight, several miles away, and it also was a 2-lane highway, so there was no way to like get out, you know, if I needed to. So I was just sitting there like, wait a minute, if my water broke right now, like, I'd be stuck. And like, I was really planning on doing this until I delivered. So what I was gonna do, so 38 weeks and then do my last 2 weeks remotely. But the point of the remote scenario was that it still wouldn't give me enough time to just woosah before welcoming a baby if I were to go all the way to my 40 weeks. So then, once I realized, like, all right, I gotta change something, something's gotta give. By then I was 35 weeks when I was in that day of the traffic, and I was like, I don't know how many days I could do this, because sitting in this traffic for an hour and a half, like, my body is like in so much pain. I'm so sore, just from like sitting for too long. I gotta use the bathroom, because I gotta use the bathroom like every 10 minutes. So then I started trying to figure out, like, okay, how am I gonna talk to my supervisor about it? Because to be honest, like, I did feel like a little guilty, because like I already told her I had one plan, and now I feel like I'm kind of like backing out, or I don't know why I felt guilty, but I did. But I luckily have some amazing mom friends who recently went through this, and they were like, girl, from the beginning we told you to take the extra time. Like, a lot of them told me that their biggest regret was not taking time ahead of delivering, because most of the time we only really think about like maternity leave post delivery, but they were like, there's so much that you need to prep ahead of time, and just also just having quiet time if you can, between prepping and having quiet time, because once the baby's here, you're not gonna have quiet time. So I mustered up the courage to speak to my supervisor, and I was just like, you know, initially when I made my maternity plan, first of all, I was like maybe like 30 weeks or so, or probably even less than that. So I wasn't as like heavy and as I was uncomfortable, but not as like uncomfortable. So when I made my maternity leave plan, obviously I didn't know what today would feel like and how when you get further along, how that starts to impact my body, and what I'm able to really do in terms of my commute. It's my first time being pregnant, so I'm learning, right? So I told her, I said, you know, now my plan that I would like to do is I'm gonna be 36 weeks next week. I can work in person up until I hit the 36 weeks mark, and then I would like to work remotely for 2 weeks after that, and then after that I would like to start my maternity leave at 38 weeks, because legally, at least in the state of New Jersey, you can start your maternity leave 4 weeks before your due date, which is 36 weeks. So instead I'm doing 2 weeks before my due date, because I was willing to do 2 weeks remotely to like wrap up some stuff, and I really wanted to do due diligence to my job. Because if you watch my like day in the life of a dean, like I love what I do. Did I put toner on? I think I did. Somebody run the video back and see if I did. But yeah, I do love what I do, and you know, I want to do due diligence to it. I mean, in general, that's just who I am morally as a person. So I was like, let me take these 2 weeks to wrap up projects, support my team as best as possible, so they're prepared to run successfully without me through the months that I'm gone. And that made such a difference. Like last week was my first week doing it. I have one more week this coming week, and I just felt so much happier because I didn't have to like suffer through a commute with like the discomfort I was feeling right after work. You know, I'd still have like my busy work day of meetings, but you know, during the day, especially when you're pregnant, you have to use the bathroom a lot, so I could freely use my own bathroom. I could freely grab snacks whenever I needed to. So that just made a huge difference for my mental health and well-being. And then once I was after work, because I was starting to like take it a little bit more easy with projects I'm taking on at work, because obviously I know in 2 weeks I won't be here. So after work, I'd have a little bit more energy to do some stuff in the baby room with getting our stuff ready. So it was just like the best decision ever to start this plan. It was my last week of work coming up, and then I'm just gonna have 2 free weeks unless she comes early. But highly recommend for you to really assess what is gonna be best for you and your family and your mental and physical health, because work will always be there. And thankfully, which is like so unfair in our country, and it's realizing it's a luxury, I'm gonna have 5 months of maternity leave, but a lot of it is unpaid. So thankfully, you know, with our situation, I could afford to do so. But my heart definitely goes out to women who, you know, can only do 6 weeks because that's what they can afford. And even with the 6 to 12 weeks that are paid, you only get like, for most jobs, you only get 60%, which is just so unfair, because women go through so much to even give birth. Your body's going through so much. So not only are you healing, you're also taking care of this new person that you don't know, that you've never, you know, taken care of before, who has, you know, her needs. And then even after 6 weeks or 12 weeks, they start to change again and have different needs. So, you know, I wish in a perfect world everybody would get at least 6 months. And in some countries they do that, and in some businesses they do that. Like I have friends who work in tech who have gotten like 6 months all 100% paid. So, which is so nice for them, but I just wish it wasn't inequities in that. But anyway, that's my nighttime skin routine. This is my new pregnancy face. And I'm going to unwind and put my diffuser on. You'll see in my 3rd trimester video some of the symptoms, but some of the symptoms I've been having is like having a dry nose or a congested nose. I dealt with some nose bleeding, so I put this lavender diffuser on to not only relax, but it's also a humidifier. Then I always have to make sure my fan is closed because I get so hot at night. And then we grab a book. On most nights we grab a book. She has so many books so far, we're so blessed. But we grab a book and we read together. And then I'm also reading my 3rd trimester journey. So far it's really good. I'm not too far in, but one of the reasons why I really wanted to read it was trying to get ahead of postpartum depression, or try my best to not, you know, fall so deep into it, if that's going to be my journey. And I think the more you know about what to expect postpartum, the more ease you have in that transition. So I think it just makes you a little bit more aware. So reading that to sort of get ahead of that. And yeah, that's it for this video, y'all. Hope you have a great night, and hope this, you know, taught you to try to put yourself first. Self-care is so important, and it's super, super hard when you're a working woman and juggling so much, but we gotta do it for ourselves, y'all. We really do. So anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.